Thank you. My name is Nora Howe, and thank you for this opportunity to speak. As you know, I've been an advocate of this beach in this town for a long time, and this is near and dear to my heart. I walk the beach every morning possible, and it's not too darn cold, and I'm a past lifeguard at beach and ocean. I taught some lessons, I've coached some lessons, I have a big water background. I'm well aware of water safety, and I did a grant for the schools about 5 or 6 years ago for water safety. I'm with that with some lessons for the schools who really dearly need it. Our beach is can be a very volatile, ever-changing beach. We have that jetty, and I know the lifeguards are constantly fishing people off the jetty or telling people to get off the jetty. They're preventative. Our lifeguards are not a liability. They serve as a preventative source. Hopefully they're not saving too many lives because they're out there preventing people from getting in dangerous situations. They're the eyes and ears of the beach. And along with that, I want to speak to something that hasn't been brought up, alcohol and drug use in our beach. Well, after hours in the evening, you know that people bring their things down there. But can you imagine a really busy weekend or any busy weekend in New Buffalo where people are bringing all their alcohol down in their wagons? And as you know, you get bravado when you've been drinking or whatever you're doing. There's no lifeguards down there to say, hey, you can't have this on the beach. They're the eyes and ears of the beach. They prevent these kinds of things. They also notice, if you look at our lifeguards and what they've done in the past, they walk our waterfront every day that they're on duty. They look and see how that water looks. They can tell the ever-changing rip currents. We have a very volatile situation, as does Michigan City and as does St. Joe's, all who have lifeguards, because we have jetties and piers. It's an unusual situation. But our prevailing north wind on our jetty creates a very hazardous situation, and I know that we've done a good job. I know Tony Ashbell has put up red tape, and lifeguards have put up the different buoys and things to prevent people from going by that jetty, because it is a very dangerous situation. It drops off quickly, and then the rip currents, when they come up, they're very dangerous. I've been caught in rip currents myself. I'm a really strong swimmer, and it's taken everything I've had to do this. There's also a misconception that lifeguards might become babysitters for parents. Not true. Most parents couldn't even save themselves, let alone save a child, nor recognize the signs of drownings. The Red Cross did a study recently. 53% of the people in our nation can barely swim, yet let alone save themselves. So the statistics don't prove that. Again, we can't think that that's going to be happening with parents being lifesavers of their kids or not watching their kids. They may not be watching their kids, but I can tell you one thing, they also can't save their kids. Furthermore, if we have Coast Guard involvement because we have a loss of a body or we can't find someone, although this is not paid for by the city, it will be paid for by the local police and fire department, and should we have to do a rescue, our parking lot will be closed and we will lose beach revenue, a further risk liability to our budget here, which I know, Dave, we have to make our budget work. It's been a situation where you're trying to balance the budget. Great job. But the expense of Coast Guard involvement in the city is huge. So I'm begging you, I'm imploring you to please consider having the lifeguards, find a creative way to finance the lifeguards. You know, a bank doesn't replace a security guard with a rack of guns. We can't replace the beach with not having lifeguards and just having some life-saving stations. We need all of it. Thank you so much for this.